As you know, the other firestorm tonight, Republicans reacting at this hour to what they saw from the president today at the White House. He was sitting with Republicans and Democrats on guns and school safety, saying he supports what many of the Democrats support, universal background checks, among other things, pushed by the students and families in Parkland, Florida. But tonight, many in his own party are now livid. ABC's chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl.
Before the television cameras at the White House, the most pro-NRA president in history gathered together a group including some of Congress's most forceful advocates of gun control.
And I see some folks that don't say nice things about me, and that's okay. Because if you turn that into this energy, I'll love you. I don't care.
And sitting in that room, the president repeatedly took positions that put himself at odds with the NRA and Republican leaders in Congress. He embraced Connecticut Democrat Chris Murphy's call for background checks on all gun purchases, an idea Republicans have voted down again and again.
We can't get it done. There's nothing else like that, where it works, people want it, and we can't do it.
But you have a different president now.
Well, listen,
I mean, you went through a lot of presidents and you didn't get it done. You have a different president, and I think maybe you have a different attitude, too. I think people want to get it done.
Mr. President, it's going to have to be you that brings the Republicans to the table on this, because right now the gun lobby would stop it in its tracks.
I like that responsibility, Chris. I really do. I think it's time. It's time that a president stepped up.
Trump even seemed to oppose his own vice president on how to take guns from someone identified as a possible threat.
Allow due process so that no one's rights are trampled, but the ability to go to court, obtain an order, and then collect not only the firearms, but any weapons in the possession
or
of that
individual. Or might take the firearms first and then go to court, because that's another system. Because a lot of times by the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures. I like taking the guns early. Take the guns first, go through due process second.
And the president brought up an idea the NRA says it firmly opposes, raising the age to buy assault weapons like the AR-15 used in the Parkland shooting to 21 years old.
I would give very serious thought to it. It doesn't make sense that I have to wait till I'm 21 to get a handgun, but I can get this weapon at 18. I don't know.
The president told the bipartisan group he wants more than action. He wants bold action, a comprehensive bill on guns and school safety. He told one Republican leader to put aside a controversial pro-gun measure and to concentrate on something Democrats will support.
You'll never get this passed. If you add concealed carry to this, you'll never get it passed.
The president called the NRA patriots on his side.
I'm telling you, I think they're there. I think they're there. Some of you people are petrified of the NRA. You can't be petrified. They want to do what's right, and they're going to do what's right. I really believe that. I think it was a very good lunch.
Toward the end of the meeting, the president predicted success.
If you could all get together, if we could put in one great piece of legislation, Chuck, I think that you're going to have an amazing result in the vote. People want to see something happen, but they want to see something good happen, too.
Then one last question from Senator Dianne Feinstein on banning assault weapons.
What do we do about weapons of war easily accessible on our streets?
What you're going to have to do is discuss it with everybody, and any solution. No, it's a very complex solution. You do. You have weapons on the street. That's what we're talking about with black market.
Oh, no, you go into a store and you can buy an AR-15.
You can.
You can buy a Tech-9. I mean, you can buy all these weapons.
Well, this is what you're going to have to discuss.
John Karl with us live from the White House tonight. And John, we heard the president there tell Senator Chris Murphy in your report, you have a new president now to get something done, inviting the pressure in essence, and you're getting Republican reaction tonight?
Republicans in that room didn't challenge the president on any of this, but to give you an idea of what the president is up against, look at this statement from Senator Ben Sasse, Republican of Nebraska. Right after the meeting, he said, strong leaders don't automatically agree with the last thing that was said to them. We're not ditching any constitutional protections simply because the last person the president talked to today doesn't like them. To say this will be a tough sell with Republicans, David, is an understatement.
All right, you'll be watching, John. Thank you.